What is up, guys? It's your boy Glass Gaming, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys my Zoodiac Invoked Dogmatika deck. This sounds wild. It is, but it's something I've been working on for a while. The whole theory why I'm playing the Invoked engine in the deck is primarily because I want a strong turn 1 play besides Vespinato, and I want to be able to use, Ecclesia to its full abilities. I've actually been trying to fit a Shadal package with Schism and all that too in it. But unfortunately it's not flexible enough and it tends to brick. So we will have a next build coming up soon, but let's go straight into this video. One of the main theories is also being able to go second with the Invoked. Dogmatika deck isn't always the easiest, so I'm kind of ensuring that we're able to play through interruptions and stuff like getting Zeus for free and all that. But anyways, we're going to be able to start this test hand right now, so let's do it. The one main weakness to this deck, of course, is always going to be Droll and Lockbird. We could play around Ash and all that. It's just, Droll is the main weakness of this deck. Especially when we open stuff like Magical Meltdown and Terraforming. But besides that, this deck's really, really nice. As you can see, we go ahead and use the Meltdown. This will fetch us the Alistair. If you do get Drolled at the Terraforming, you got some plays. But you're basically going to be sitting on Valor going first, and maybe a Needle Fiber play going second, I guess. But besides that, it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and fire off Tenki. You can really grab whatever here. Honestly, I think Rat would be the best option, even though it's more prone to hand traps. We are gonna be doing a first hand, obviously, but we're gonna go normal to Alistair. We're gonna use the effect Alistair, allowing us to add a copy of Invocation from deck to hand. Then we're going to go ahead and turn the Alistair into a copy of Artemis. So once that happens, I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Invocation. This will go ahead and banish the Artemis and the Alistair, allowing us to fuse the copy of Mechaba. And by the way, in no way, shape, or form is this deck perfected yet. There is still a lot I'm going to be working on the video, obviously. But, if you got any feedback, let me go ahead and hear it in the comments. That'd be great. But besides that, we get the free Alistair, we get the hand trap. What's nice is he's a hand trapped and a monster, so that's one thing. We can boost him up, force out some negates. Turn 1, we can also use Ecclesia, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to summon the Ecclesia, and to be honest, I think going for, what's that dude? Let's go ahead and check the deck. I'm not playing Maximus because of bricking, which I definitely want to try him out, but there's some stuff that you're obviously not going to want to do in this deck. I think I'm going to add the Punishment. Fiordalise is really, really good. It's just the one problem with him in this scenario is there's no, backup plan. I can really just drop Ash or Nistus if I really need to, and we basically just win from there because we got Valor, a Zoo turn 2, a Reborn. This is, really, really good. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and just, say the normal standard stuff. We'll just say, this represents the opponent's draw phase. They're going to go Standby, M1. Let's just say they set up a monster. We're going to go ahead and use this. We'll negate it. We'll pitch the Alistair. It's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Or we could, they activate a spell, Reborn. So we have two options right there. I'm just going to say we're going to pitch the Alistair because it has a multi-effect. And then what's going to happen from here is, of course, they're going to set up some cards on board. I'll go ahead and use Punishment. I'll target their monster. And I'll dump. Honestly, I think Asher Dragon's the way to go. But if they are going to... Well, here's the thing. They have 3 cards still in hand. 3 to 4 cards, depending on if they paid cost or not. So we're just going to assume they still have 4 cards in hand. We're going to use Nistus and pop their other card. This is where we could have dumped Asher to get the Fiordalise for turn 2 or another Ecclesia. But it really doesn't matter at this point since, look at our hand. And if they're still playing through this, which I really doubt, but apparently there are some decks that can do that. We can go Effective Valor, pitch it out of hand, and yeah, that's basically game from here. If not, and they're still alive, or they Lightning Storm us from here, which really wouldn't make any sense because they're already committing to a board. We got Rat and Reborn, which I'll go ahead and show you how it works. We start our turn. this is beyond amazing. Basically what happened is I normal the rat. We got one spell engraved, so we're not going to be doing the needle fiber play, but basically what happens is I can dump anything I want at this point. I'm going to dump, that's the wrong card, I dumped Ram. I keep dumping Ram because I feel like Dryden's still in the TCG, but unfortunately he's not. So that sucks, but yeah, we'll dump that. I mean, this is really, I mean, you got to commit a board, which is what I don't like about this. But we can go to make, you know, the Tiger Mortar. We'll make him on top of the rat. We'll make the Chakanine, as usual. We can make Chalk Effect. We could target Tiger or whatever. This is where you could make the Zeus. But honestly, at this point, it's already game, and you already got everything you need. So we could, you know, swing with Borbo, make the Zeus for 3 materials, which, you know, isn't too bad. But yeah, there's no way your opponent's playing through this. We also run the Needle Fiber package, which is really, really nice. So yeah, that's one test hand. I'll be doing, I'll do 2 more. Anyways, let's go and get to the next test hand. Unfortunately, this is just a standard invoked whatever hand this is, but yeah, we're gonna go get straight into this. We are safe from draw. We did open the card by the Cyclone. This is a godlike hand, obviously, but yeah, we're gonna go and use the Meltdown since we're basically free from playing around Droll and Ash. But unfortunately, if you do use the Meltdown this early, you're kind of forcing your opponent to throw out the Droll, and if they do have the Ash, it's gonna mess you up. But we're just gonna assume they don't have anything, obviously. We're gonna go and add another copy of Alistair. And we'll normal summon the Alistair. We'll use the effect adding Invocation. This is pretty standard if you've seen any Invoke decks on the internet, nothing too crazy. Now we're gonna go ahead and turn this into a copy of Artemis. Nothing out of the ordinary, just your standard Invoke stuff. I still kind of want to play, what's his name, Secure Gardena, but the problem with it is Secure Gardena, I mean, Artemis just being a spellcaster and a Link 1 in general is just so nice, so I don't actually have to put out an Almirage turn 1. But I mean, having the Almirage engrave in case I have another invocation is always nice, so I'm still debating if I should play him or not. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and add the Alistair, of course. Shuffle that guy back in the deck. We'll use the Nadir Servant. We're assuming we're going first, of course, and we're basically just playing for free here. If they have the Nibiru, it's fine, because look, we got Mechaba. But we'll pitch the Ash Dragon, and we will add the copy of Ecclesia, because it has less attack. We'll use Ecclesia. This is some pretty nice stuff. I'm pretty sure you've seen all of this already, but we'll go ahead and add off Ecclesia, adding us our copy of, what's that dude's name? We'll actually add the Punishment, and we'll add Fiordalise off our copy of Ash Dragon. So what's going to happen from here is I'm going to set the call by, set the Cyclone, and I will go ahead and use the end phase effect, allowing us to add off Ash Dragon. This will go ahead and add us the Fiordalise, or Maximus, depending on what you're playing. But 90% of the time, you're going to be adding the Fiordalise. So next turn, we go Fiordalise. And yeah, you get the normal summon Alistair, fetch whatever you want. You can banish the Ash Dragon. If you want to play Caligo, there's options, obviously. We have the Punishment. We can pitch the Nistis. Really, you could even pitch a Zoodiac. Well, no, that wouldn't make sense, but you could pitch really anything you want to be able to go from here. So that's pretty standard, and I'm going to be going for the third test hand of the video, the third and final. So this hand is pretty cracked. I mean, there's stuff, obviously, but let's go and start this off. I'm going to go to deck thin using Tenki. I think deck thinning is just so important right now. So I'm going to go ahead and add, I mean, we got lots of options, but I think just adding Thoroughblade just in case is the best option. Now what's going to happen from here is I'm going to hope and pray that I get a Dogma or Invoke card. Well, let's go ahead and banish. We'll go 3. I don't think really much is going to happen if we do 3. We'll banish the Almirage, that, and the Purgatrio. We did open Zeus, so that's why I'm pitching off that, but we'll go ahead and, oh look, we hit Nadir Servant. Honestly, you can really do whatever you want. For the sake of this test hand, I want to show you what happens if we do not go into all the invoked stuff and all that. So what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to add the Nadir Servant. So yeah, we're going to add the Nadir Servant. It's pretty standard. Unfortunately, we are locked out of using Throw Blade effect, but, you know, it really doesn't do much, to be honest, anyways. So basically what's going to happen from here is I'm going to normal summon the Ram. If you don't know why, it's because if they do kill Vespinato, it'll summon the Ram, and if they kill Ram, we'll be able to summon whatever we want. So we'll go ahead and turn that Ram into a Tiger Mortar, and then we'll make the Vespinato. Now what's going to happen from here is I'm going to go and use Nadir Servant, allowing us to fetch a copy of Ecclesia from deck. And, oops, I forgot to pitch for cost. Sorry about that, guys. We'll pitch the Ash Dragon. So what will happen from here is we're going to go and use Dogmatika Ecclesia, summoning it, and fetching a copy of Punishment. This is where I really want to play Maximus, just in case we don't open that, and, you know, we can pitch the Whiptail or the Ram for cost. Or not for cost, but, you know, to get it engraved so we can set up Maximus and all that, and be able to get into our Shadal plays. But anyways, we're going to go and add the Punishment off Ecclesia. We're going to set the Punishment, and we're going to go End Phase Search. We're going to add off the Ash Dragon. And this is really where you can add anything. I've even found searching multiple Ecclesias is really nice. But we're going to add the Fiordalise because we want extra protection, because we're only sitting on a Valor, Vespinato, Zeus, and Punishment. So, but besides that, we got Fiordalise. I've said this name like 20 times. Effect Valor, which is really nice because we turn 2, if we're able to, you know, put any spell engrave, which can even be our own, because we can pop our own stuff off Nistus, so we can go for the Needle Fiber play and all that. It's just so nice. We didn't banish the Sling, so we got access Needle Fiber. It's amazing. But anyways, I hope you people enjoyed this video. This is the deck I've been working on. If you guys want a deck profile soon, I'll 100% bring you guys one. You already saw the turn 2 Zeus, you know the backup plan. But besides that, this is Glass Gaming, and I am signing out.